Closed captioning for the Casey Malone Show is sponsored by Hunter Stevens Land Title Agency. Integrity, service, and commitment you can trust.
Oh yeah, Casey Malone is serving up local. It's time for the stories of our region, the tastes, the sights, the sounds, and the people in and around the valley. Get ready for some local flavor on the Casey Malone Show.
Today we remember Bishop Murray. In 2013, I interviewed him after fellow Jesuit Pope Francis was elected. Bishop Murray was always approachable. His humor, intelligence, and affection for our diocese will be greatly missed. Bishop Murray likes Italian food, so Roberto's was chosen as our meeting place for lunch. We enjoyed delicious food and shared great conversation. Now, Bishop, I know you haven't been here before, but I do know you like Italian food.
I love Italian food.
That's why I suggested Roberto's. What is the one thing that you actually kind of shy away from when it comes to dinner selection?
I'm not big on seafood, and so I like shrimps and scallops, but not much beyond that. So I love pasta, and I enjoy sausage and peppers and all of that. So, go ahead.
I will go with the pepper and egg sandwich, please. And can I have mine mixed with hot and sweet peppers, please?
Most certainly.
Yes.
And I'm going to have the meatball pockets.
Meatball pocket sounds good.
All right, thank you.
Well, Bishop, I thought that this would be a good way to do our interview, breaking bread together.
Yes, that's very nice.
And you have been on the forefront with our new Pope, Pope Francis, and being of the Jesuit order, like our Pope. How exciting was that?
Well, it was very exciting because he is the first Jesuit to become Pope. And there have been a number of Jesuit cardinals, but none of them have ever become Pope. So to have a Jesuit Pope was great. There have been Franciscan popes and Dominican popes and Benedictine popes, and here we have a Jesuit. So I was really very happy about that.
Well, here in the Youngstown area, we don't have a Jesuit high school or college or anything like that. What is the distinction between, the teachings of the Jesuits as opposed to the other orders? What do you think the big difference is?
I would summarize it this way. St. Ignatius Loyola, who founded the Jesuits in 1540, believed very much in going out into the world to evangelize the world. The other orders, such as the Benedictines and the Franciscans, left the world. They formed monasteries and invited people to come into the monasteries to find God. Ignatius said that we should find God in all things that are good. So he wanted his men to go out into the world rather than go to monasteries and engage people. And that's exactly what Jesuits did. We were originally founded as a missionary order. Ignatius wanted Jesuits to go to the Holy Land to convert the Muslims that were there. There was a war going on at the time, and it was impossible to get passage to the Holy Land. So there were a group of Jesuits who were waiting in Rome for the war to end. And a bishop from Sicily wrote to the Pope and said, I would like to open what's called in Italian a collegio, which would be, in our mind, a combination of a high school and a college, but mainly a college. And he said, I need some priests to teach in this school. Do you have any priests who are not busy right now? And the Pope said, yes, we have these men from the Society of Jesus. I'll send them to you.
Now, you weren't raised Catholic.
No, I was not.
Your family was Methodist?
Mm-hmm.
What appealed to you about the Catholic faith that you decided to convert and then take a vocation?
Actually, it was very simple. It was that I wanted to be an altar boy.
That's where it began?
Well, I was in Ireland last summer for a week, and we went to a parish on a Saturday evening. The place was full. Now, what I found interesting about it, though, was that when the priest said, the Lord be with you, the whole congregation said, and with your spirit. They responded. Mm-hmm. But they did not pick up a book to sing. We finished Mass, we went out to dinner, and we walked around. We were in Killarney. We walked around for a while.
Beautiful town.
And then we went to one of the Irish pubs, and everyone was singing. At the top of their lungs, everybody was singing.
You know, I read in the Exponent that you are going to up your communication skills, and you are going to embrace social networking for in order to reach that youth group that you only uses the computer, Facebook. Is this true that you are going to begin tweeting?
Yes, I'm going on Twitter. I use email all the time, and I text message back and forth. Well, some people have contacted me and said, you know, we'd like to ask you questions, and that's fine, and so I can respond to questions. Then also I thought that I might talk about the readings of the day. St. Ignatius did not want Jesuits to be bishops. And when he was putting together the rules, he wrote into the regulations that Jesuits could not or should not be bishops. That was sent down the street in Rome to the Vatican. And the Vatican wrote back and said, you can't say that because that restricts the freedom of the Holy Father. If the Holy Father wants to appoint a Jesuit, he can. So Ignatius changed it to a Jesuit should not seek the office of bishop.
How many are in the United States?
Right now, I am the only active Jesuit bishop in the United States.
Well, this is quite an honor. I had no idea how special you were.
Not special.
What is the best part of being a
the
bishop?
best part of my job is visiting parishes and schools, which I absolutely love doing.
The kids.
Every weekend I go to a different parish unless I'm out of town for a bishop's conference meeting. But I'll go to a parish on Saturday, and I do one or two on Sunday. And to see the parishes, to meet the people after Mass, to hear what's important in their lives, I thoroughly enjoy. But I do miss teaching. I look at confirmation as an opportunity to teach. But when I go to the high schools, I love jumping in the classrooms and teaching. This is the Casey Malone Show.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth Barnard. I've been giving the people of our valley free advice for over 30 years, and my message has never changed. If you're involved in a car, truck, or motorcycle accident, don't try to handle it yourself. Call a lawyer. A lawyer will be your representative, dealing with doctors, medical insurance, and all the red tape that you may face. Hiring a lawyer doesn't mean you'll end up in court, and remember, there are no upfront fees on personal injury cases.
That's good advice. Need a lawyer? Learn more at ElizabethBernardLaw.com.
R&S Paint is a locally owned paint store and not a paint department. Inspiration comes easy when choosing exciting Benjamin Moore colors and finish. Over 3,400 vibrant and durable colors are yours at R&S Paint.
Mayflower Woolum is your full-service, independent insurance agency. We work with several insurance companies to offer you choices for your insurance needs. We'll find the right product at the right price. Personal, business, farm, life, trust Mayflower Woolum. You focus on what's important, we'll take care of the details. Mayflower Woolum, close by with 3 locations to serve you.
Woolley Brothers has a great choice of quality cheeses. We use our relationship with Old Road Houses to specially select the product and then have it custom cut and packaged by our own local artisans. At Woolley Brothers Market, our family is in the store.
Join the Island Purple Cat family. Employment opportunities are available. Given is living.
Si hablas predominantemente español, te ayudaremos a aprender inglés. Ven a trabajar para nosotros.
Well, I am back in Chrissy and McCabe Patrick's kitchen, and I'm never leaving. I just love this space. there's just so much room, and all the appliances are new, and I just love it. Look at this huge counter. And I'm going to make another great dish. This is super easy. It comes together in about a half an hour. The longest time you'll spend is marinating the chicken. But I love Asian flavors. And the largest expense is probably going to be buying some of the Asian ingredients if you don't already have them. But once you have them, you'll have them in your cupboard forever. And this is an Asian wilted salad with chicken. For this recipe, for the marinade, you'll need 2 tablespoons of oyster sauce, 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, 1 teaspoon of sugar, 1 teaspoon of cornstarch, 1 tablespoon of sriracha chili sauce, 2 teaspoons of fish sauce, 1/2 teaspoon of fresh ground black pepper, 4 cloves of garlic minced, and 1 pound of chicken breast cut into 1-inch pieces. The marinade is very important. This adds so much flavor to the dish. And really seek out the oyster sauce. It's not very expensive, $2 or $3 a bottle, but it really adds a rich flavor. So make sure you add about 2 tablespoons of that. Then you want the soy sauce, and then you want the sriracha chili sauce, and then the fish sauce. This is more of a liquid, and this really smells kind of icky, but it really adds a nice flavor to it. And then a little bit of sweetener with the sugar and the cornstarch, because that really helps thicken it up and keep it all together. And then the garlic. All right. And before we mix that up, I should give it a couple grinds of black pepper. So just mix that up really well. And these are really nice flavors. And just add the chicken. And make sure that you cover it evenly with all of this marinade. And you only need about 15 or 20 minutes. And then what I do is just take a large platter, and I really like the arugula, and I added some butter leaves to that. And just fill the platter with all these different greens. And then I chopped up about a half a carton of the grape tomatoes. And I really like the way the red onion tastes with this. It gives it a nice bite. And then I really like herbs. So I think mint works best. So I would just tear up some fresh mint. I've already prepared the white rice, but if you haven't, this is a good time. Just 1 cup of white rice. I like basmati, but you can use a short grain, long grain rice, whatever you feel you like best. So I heated some canola oil in my wok pan, but you could just use a large skillet if you don't have one. And you want it to be nice and hot. This step doesn't take long at all. And all we're gonna do is add our chicken. Woo! And all the marinade. And you just want to evenly distribute it and make sure it cooks evenly. It'll be about 2 or 3 minutes on each side. Make sure it's no longer pink. And this chicken will be cooked. So now dinner is ready. The chicken is cooked. All I'm gonna do is put together a little oil, a little unseasoned rice vinegar. The seasoned is too sweet. They add sugar to it. I don't really care for that. A little fresh ground black pepper and just a little bit of salt. And you just mix it up. And then I just pour this over the salad portion to get the greens moistened. And then we have our cooked rice, and we put this on top, and it helps wilt our lettuce that is dressed. So I will just pour this evenly. Look at this. The sauce and everything, and it's so flavorful. Isn't that a nice, easy presentation? And you just scoop from the bottom, and you take that. It serves 4 to 6 people. So, Chrissy, what do you think?
Excellent. I mean, so much for the new house smell, but this is delicious. Very good. Perfect.
And it's light, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's really easy.
I love it all. I like the rice on the arugula, on everything.
I know, because all
this is a Chrissy meal.
I know. I said you were going to like this.
I would eat this all week.
I'm going to leave this. You're going to have it all week.
Yes.
And do you like the wine?
Yep. I don't know. I didn't try it yet.
Oh my gosh.
What is it?
It's a Pinot Gris. I really like it. It's from California. La Crema.
Cheers.
I think it's delish. Cuts through the Asian notes, you know?
Wow. How do you know all this?
You know what, Chrissy? You know, I got to tell you, it's a lot of work.
I know. She makes it look easy, but when you hear the clanging and banging.
If you look behind the scenes, there's a
Don't look
lot
behind
of
the
dirty
scenes.
dishes. Go to my website, caseymaloneshow.com. Right there, you're going to find my Asian wilted salad with chicken. And I really do appreciate your hospitality. Thank you, McCabe.
You're welcome,
Thank
Casey.
you, Christine.
He'll come on next week.
Cheers. The Casey Malone Show will be right back with more local flavor.
To own a business where your name's on the window can be pretty cool. That's my family. My name is Danny Catullo, and I'm the owner of Catullo Prime Meats. My grandfather started the business in 1962. I was able to take our old style butcher shop and bring it out to the new age using e-commerce to get our products to more customers. When we started shipping, there was not a ton of information out there. That's where we really worked with FedEx so they could be able to help us with our perishable shipping. We were taking on new purchases that we never had to make before. Boxes, coolers, ice packs, anything that was involved around shipping. So we can no longer do this with the cash that we had on hand. So because of the Plum Card from American Express and all of its benefits, it was a natural fit to help grow our business. And when someone calls and lets you know that you made their dinner, that's satisfaction that you can't get anywhere else.
My basement was dreadful. Cracked concrete, chipped tiles, it was my dumping ground. Carpet, vinyl, wood don't last. Now I have Pebble Stone, the best basement floor covering, made with natural stone and the strongest man-made binder. Pebble Stone evened out my floor. Easy to clean, resists moisture, and withstands flooding. You will love your basement. Call locally owned Pebble Stone, the best flooring system. It's not just any stone, it's Pebble Stone.
Rulli Brothers is way ahead of the competition. Check out Rulli Spice World, where you can buy bulk herbs and spices, plus candies, nuts, and fillings for pennies on the dollar. At Rulli Brothers Market, our family is in the store.
There's a new standard in assisted living.
One that combines comfort, luxury, convenience, and the highest quality expert care.
Your loved ones can experience it now in Canfield's premier senior living location.
The Inn at Ironwood offers fine dining and amenities such as a concierge, salon, housekeeping, and laundry services.
And a truly elegant setting in Canfield.
Call us for more information or visit us and take a tour.
The Inn at Ironwood, Canfield's premier senior living location.
Selling engagement rings never gets old. It's love.
It's a huge undertaking because they're going to wear that ring probably forever, but if they're not going to wear it forever, they're going to pass it down to somebody.
Our rings will hold a lifetime, and we want to make sure it does. We stand by every single thing that we sell. I believe I can find the perfect ring. I really try to get them exactly what she would want.
And to just be a little part of that is really, it warms your heart inside.
Get real, get Kamara.
He is back. That's right, Rude, the dude from the Magic Tree Pub and Eatery is open for business. Oh, So glad.
Yes, Casey. First, I want to thank everybody, all of our guests that have supported us over the last few weeks. It's been amazing just to see the response. But yeah, we're back in effect. Patio's open, inside dining's open. We're back to full menu. We'll be supporting all of our farms again, all of our local breweries, back to our happy hours, our weekend specials. So, we're following all the guidelines. The staff's excited, and it's just, we're ready just to get back and keep going.
Farm to table, great service, of course, a huge selection of beer and wine, and I am just so glad. I missed you, Rudy.
Yes, we are looking forward to it. So thank you again to the community, and we're looking forward to seeing everybody.
Come on out, Magic Tree Pub and Eatery.
Is it time to update your color style? R&S Paint will assist you with your choice of over 3,400 Benjamin Moore colors. Vibrant, durable, and easy to apply. Be current, be stylish. Shop R&S Paint.
Well, I put on about 5 pounds researching Abigails Bakery Creations, and it's right here in Austintown on Mahoning Avenue. Bill Smith is the owner and the baker, the pastry chef. And everything I've eaten from your shop here is amazing.
Thank you.
And I find your backstory so interesting because really your background is not in baking.
No, absolutely not. My background is 100% retail.
Tell the story how you got from there to right here at ABC.
Well, basically driving to work one day, and driving down 7-Eleven and decided to lose my vision 100%. 70 miles an hour in the middle of January, rush hour traffic. I get goosebumps when I tell the story.
It's unbelievable.
Rush hour traffic, no rain, no snow on the road, and I slammed on my brakes and nobody in front of me, behind me, or beside me decided to kill me. So it was a good day.
You're a guardian angel, dude. I mean, let me tell you, that is amazing.
I tell everybody that every day. Everything that I've done from that point, I tell people God tapped me on the shoulder and said, hey, 20 years in retail, I got a different plan for you. Didn't tell me what the hell it was. He was like, I got a different plan for you.
So your vision is back in your right eye.
Yes.
And you still have some physical issues.
I have several different issues. I walk with a cane, so I fall every day, even with my cane. Basically, here's what I tell you. My vertigo is to the point where your worst drunk you've ever had in your life is how I live every day of my life. Like when you lay in your bed, and the world just won't stop spinning.
Yes.
That's how I live every day.
That is, and they say it was, they're saying it was a lot of TIAs.
A series of TIAs. In early 2017, I literally started baking cookies and passing them around my neighborhood. A crazy guy with a cane in one hand and a platter of cookies in the other, going around to the neighborhood giving out free cookies.
Well, I wish I was in your neighborhood because your cookies are excellent.
Oh, thank you.
And you made up this cookie recipe yourself.
And so after a bunch of different recipes and different things, we come up with our chocolate chip cookie. And once again, at that time though, I spent almost a year just baking cookies, nothing else. All of 2017, all I did was cookies and didn't know anything else. And then a friend asked me, but begrudgingly possibly, I don't know, to bake them a cake. And I'm like, oh no, you don't want me baking a cake. I've never baked a cake in my entire life. I did the box thing, but that was it. Never baked a cake. And then he's like, oh my God, this cake's amazing.
What was the first cake you baked?
It's our chocolate stout.
So come April, this will be your year anniversary in this spot.
April 13th will be our 1 year anniversary, yes.
And you're already outgrown it. You're already moving on.
In the perfect world, yeah, we would be up and ready in a new building that's 4 times bigger within our 1 year. On our 1 year anniversary would be amazing, but I don't know how realistic that is.
So we should tell everyone that you are moving 2 doors down. It used to be a Wendy's.
Way back in the day, it's Cash Max is the sign that everybody sees out there now.
And you are going to also offer drive-through baked goods.
Yes.
So you don't even have to get out of your car.
No, you will not have to get out of your car.
Enjoy.
Trust me, I hear that all the time. I'm like, people are like, man, in and out of here is parking so bad and all the other things here with this light here. So no light up there. There's I don't know, 30, 40, 50 parking places up there. There's like.
Are you going to go cafe then? Are you going to have like little tables and
we're going to have
We're
going to have a couple tables in there, but we're not doing food. It's still going to be
bakery.
It's still going to be a bakery. We may do croissants and things like that. We were just talking about that this morning, but
now your donuts are baked donuts.
Correct.
They're cake donuts that are not fried. They are baked.
Correct.
How long did it take you to perfect that? Because that has to be a
minute.
Really?
From day one, we've been told they've been pretty crazy from day one. Now, granted, we've only done this since before Christmas. So it was one of those things where I used to joke and laugh when I first moved in here that I do everything but bread and donuts.
And now
well, guess what I'm doing? Oh, I do bread too.
So your pickle bag
Yes.
was my first introduction to Bill, and that was amazing.
Thank you.
It is a cupcake with pickle juice and Jameson's.
Oh, and
or
pickles.
any
lots of pickles
and lots
pickle
of
juice.
pickles.
Yes.
And then on top, and I'm not here on pickle day. I really love the organic beginning of your business, and it's really taking off. You're moving to a much bigger location.
It is.
And Abigail is your legacy, right?
It is.
It's
If
your
you ask
daughter.
her, if you catch her on a Saturday, because obviously she's in school, so when you catch her on a Saturday here, she'll tell you, I own this place and I run this place. Dad just belongs in the kitchen. From an 8-year-old. That's what you'll hear.
The Casey Malone Show is sponsored in part by Denise and John York and the DeBartolo Corporation.